Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Aurobindaya. Om Anandamayi. Om Chaitanyamayi. Om Satyamayi. Om Parame. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Book 10, Canto 4, the Book of the Double Twilight, the Dream Twilight of the Earthly Real, page 641. There came a slope that slowly downward sank. It slipped towards a stumbling grey descent. The dim heart marvel of the ideal was lost. Its crowding wonder of bright, delicate dreams and vague, half-lined sublimities she had left. Thought fell towards lower levels, hard and tense. It passioned for some crude reality. The twilight floated still, but changed its hues, and heavily swathed a less delightful dream. It settled in tired masses on the air, its symbol colors tuned with duller reds, and almost seemed a lurid mist of day. A straining thought and dire besieged her heart. Heavy her sense grew with a dangerous load, and sadder, greater sounds were in her ears, and through stern breakings of the lambent glare, her vision caught a hurry of driving plains and cloudy mountains and wide tawny streams, and cities climbed in minarets and towers towards an unavailing changeless sky. Long quays and ghats and harbors, white with sails, challenged her sight awhile, and then were gone. Amidst them travailed toiling multitudes in ever-shifting perishable groups, a foiled cinema of lit, shadowy shapes, enveloped in the grey mantle of a dream. Imagining meanings in life's heavy drift, they trusted in the uncertain environment and waited for death to change their spirit scene. A savage din of labor and the tramp of armored life and the monotonous hum of thoughts and acts that ever were the same, as if the dull reiterated drone of a great brute machine beset her soul. A grey, dissatisfied rumour like a ghost of the moaning of a loud, unquiet sea. A huge, inhuman, cyclopean voice, a Babel builder's song towering to heaven, a throb of engines and the clang of tools brought the deep undertone of labor's pain. As when pale lightnings tear a tortured sky, high overhead a cloud-rimmed Ceres flared chasing like smoke from a red funnel driven. The forced creations of an ignorant mind, drifting she saw like pictured fragments flee, phantoms of human thought and baffled hopes. The shapes of nature and the hearts of man, philosophies and disciplines and laws, and the dead spirit of old societies, constructions of the Titan and the worm. as if lost remnants of forgotten light. Before her mind there fled with trailing wings, dimmed revelations and delivering words, emptied of their mission and their strength to save, the messages of the evangelist gods, voices of prophets, scripts of vanishing creeds, each in its hour eternal, claimed went by, ideals, systems, sciences, poems, crafts, tireless they perished and again recurred, sought restlessly by some creative power, but all were dreams crossing an empty vast. Ascetic voices called of lonely seers on mountain summits or by river banks, or from the desolate heart of forest glades, seeking heaven's rest or the spirit's wordless peace, or in bodies motionless like statues, fixed in trance cessations of their sleepless thought, sat sleeping souls, and this too was a dream. All things the past has made and slain were there, its lost forgotten forms that once had lived, and all the present loves as new revealed, and all the hopes the future brings had failed, already caught and spent in efforts vain, repeated fruitlessly age after age. Unwearied, all returned insisting still, because of joy in the anguish of pursuit, and joy to labor and to win and lose, and joy to create and keep, and joy to kill. The rolling cycles passed and came again, brought the same toils and the same barren end, forms ever new and ever old, the long appalling revolutions of the world. Once more arose the great destroying voice across the fruitless labor of the worlds, his huge denials all defeating might pursued the ignorant march of dolorous time. Behold the figures of the symbol realm, its solid outlines of creative dream, inspiring the great concrete tasks of earth. In its motion parable of human life, here thou canst trace the outcome nature gives to the sin of being, and the error in things, and the desire that compels to live, and man's incurable malady of hope in an immutable order's hierarchy, where nature changes not, man cannot change. Ever he obeys her fixed mutations law, in a new version of her oft-told tale, in ever-wheeling cycles turn the race. His mind is spent in circling boundaries, for mind is man. Beyond thought he cannot soar. If he could leave his limits, he would be safe. He sees, but cannot mount to his greater heavens. Even winged, he sinks back to his native soil. He is a captive in his net of mind, and beats soul wings against the walls of life. In vain his heart lifts up its yearning prayer, peopling with brilliant gods the formless void. Then disappointed to the void it turns, and in its happy nothingness asks release, the calm nirvana of his dream of self. The word in silence ends, in naught the name. Apart amid the mortal multitudes, he calls the Godhead incommunicable, to be the lover of his lonely soul, or casts his spirit into its void embrace, or he finds his copy in the impartial all. He imparts to the immobile his own will, attributes to the eternal wrath and love, and to the ineffable lends 1,000 names. Hope not to call God down into his life. How shalt thou bring the everlasting here? There is no house for him in hurrying time. Vainly thou seekest in matter's world an aim. No aim is there, only a will to be. All walk by nature, bound forever the same. Look on these forms that stay a while and pass. These lives that long and strive, there are no more. These structures that have no abiding truth. The Saviour creeds that cannot save themselves, but perish in the strangling hands of the years. Discarded from man's thought, proved false by time. Philosophies that strip all problems bare, but nothing ever have solved since earth began. And sciences omnipotent in vain, by which men learn of what the suns are made, transform all forms to serve their outward needs, ride through the sky and sail beneath the sea. But learn not what they are or why they came. These polities, architecture of man's brain, that bricked with evil and good, wall in man's spirit, and fissured houses, palace at once and jail, rot while they reign, and crumble before they crash. These revolutions, demon or drunken god, convulsing the wounded body of mankind, only to paint in new colors an old face. These wars, carnage triumphant, ruin gone mad, the work of centuries vanishing in an hour, the blood of the vanquished and the victor's crown, which men to be born must pay for with their pain. The hero's face divine on satire's limbs, the demon's grandeur mixed with the demigods, the glory and the beasthood and the shame. Why is it all? The labor and the din, the transient joys, the timeless sea of tears, the longing and the hoping and the cry, the battle and the victory and the fall, the aimless journey that can never pass. the waking toil, the incoherent sleep, song, shouts and weeping, wisdom and idle words, the laughter of men, the irony of the gods. Where leads the march? Whither the pilgrimage? Who keeps the map of the route, or planned each stage? Or else self-moved the world walks its own way, or nothing is there but only a mind that dreams. The world is a myth that happened to come true, a legend told to itself by conscious mind, imaged and played, and fiend matters ground on which it stands in an unsubstantial vast. Mind is the author, spectator, actor, stage. Mind only is, and what it thinks is seen. If mind is all, renounce the hope of bliss. If mind is all, renounce the hope of truth, for mind can never touch the body of truth, and mind can never see the soul of God. Only his shadow it grasps, nor hears his laugh, as it turns from him to the vain seeming of things. Mind is a tissue woven of light and shade, where right and wrong have sewn their mingled parts. Or mind is nature's marriage of convenience between truth and falsehood, between joy and pain. This struggling pair no court can separate. This struggling pair no court can separate. Each thought is a gold coin with bright alloy, and error and truth are its obverse and reverse. This is the imperial mintage of the brain, and this kind is all its currency. Think not to plant on earth the living truth, or make of matter's world the home of God. Truth comes not there, but only the thought of truth. God is not there, but only the name of God. If self is there, is it is bodiless and unborn? It is no one, and it is possessed by none. On what shalt thou then build thy happy world? Cast off thy life and mind, then art thou self, an all-seeing omnipresent stark alone. If God there is, he cares not for the world. All things he sees with calm, indifferent gaze. He has doomed all hearts to sorrow and desire. He has bound all life with his implacable laws. He answers not the ignorant voice of prayer, eternal while the ages toil beneath, unmoved, untouched by aught that he has made. He sees as minute details mid the stars the animal's agony and the fate of man. Immeasurably wise, he exceeds thy thought. His solitary joy needs not thy love. His truth in human thinking cannot dwell. If thou desirest truth, then still thy mind forever, slain by the dumb unseen light. Immortal bliss lives not in human air. How shall the mighty mother her calm delight keep fragrant in this narrow, fragile vase? Or lodge her sweet, unbroken ecstasy in hearts which earthly sorrow can assail, and body's careless death can slay at will? Dream not to change the world that God has planned. Strive not to alter his eternal law. If heavens there are whose gates are shut to grief, there seek the joy thou couldst not find on earth. Or in the imperishable hemisphere, where light is native and delight is king, and spirit is the deathless ground of things, choose thy high station, child of eternity. If thou art spirit, and nature is thy robe, cast off thy garb, and be thy naked self, immutable in its undying truth, alone forever in the mute alone. Turn then to God, for Him leave all behind, forgetting love, forgetting Satyavan, annul thyself in His immobile peace. O soul, drown in His still beatitude, for thou must die to thyself to reach God's height. I, death, am the gate of immortality. But Savitri answered to the sophist god, once more wilt thou call light to blind truth's eyes? Make knowledge a catch of the snare of ignorance, and the word a dart to slay my living soul? Offer, O King, thy boons to tired spirits and hearts that could not bear the wounds of time. Let those who were tied to body and to mind tear off those bonds and flee into white calm, crying for a refuge from the play of God. Surely thy boons are great, since thou art He. But how shall I seek rest in endless peace? Who house the mighty mother's violent force, her vision turned to read the enigmaed world, her will tempered in the blaze of wisdom's sun, and the flaming silence of a heart of love? The world is a spiritual paradox invented by a need in the unseen, a poor translation to the creature's sense of that which forever exceeds idea and speech, a symbol of what can never be symbolized, a language mispronounced, misspelled, yet true. Its powers have come from the eternal heights and plunged into the inconscient dim abyss and risen from it to do their marvelous work. The soul is a figure of the unmanifest. The mind labors to think the unthinkable. The life to call the immortal into birth, the body to enshrine the illimitable. The world is not cut off from truth and God. In vain thou hast dug the dark, unbridgeable gulf. In vain thou hast built the blind and doorless wall. Man's soul crosses through thee to paradise. Heaven's sun forces its way through death and night. Its light is seen upon our being's verge. My mind is a torchlight from the eternal sun. My life a breath drawn by the immortal guest. My mortal body is the Eternal's house. Already the torch becomes the undying ray. Already the life is the immortal's force. The house grows of the householder part and one. How sayest thou truth can never light the human mind, and bliss can never invade the mortal's heart, or God descend into the world he made? If in the meaningless void creation rose, if in the meaningless void creation rose, if from a bodiless force matter was born, if life could climb in the unconscious tree, its green delight break into emerald leaves, and its laughter of beauty blossom in the flower. If sense could wake in tissue, nerve, and cell, and thought sees the grey matter of the brain, and soul peep from its secrecy through the flesh, how shall the nameless light not leap on men, and unknown parts emerge from nature's sleep? Even now, hints of a luminous truth, like stars, arise in the mind-mooned splendor of ignorance. Even now, the deathless lover's touch we feel. If the chamber's door is even a little ajar, what then can hinder God from stealing in, or who forbid his kiss on the sleeping soul? Already God is near, the truth is close, because the dark atheist body knows him not. Must the sage deny the light, the seer his soul? I am not bound by thought or sense or shape. I live in the glory of the infinite. I am near to the nameless and unknowable. The ineffable is now my household mate. But standing on eternity's luminous brink, I have discovered that the world was He. I have met spirit with spirit, self with self, but I have loved too the body of my God. I have pursued him in his earthly form. A lonely freedom cannot satisfy a heart that has grown one with every heart. I am a deputy of the aspiring world. My spirit's liberty I ask for all. சாவித்ரி மகா காவிய சாரம். இவற்றின் தமிழ் ஆக்கம் பண்டிட்ஜி அவர்களின் தமிழ், அவருடைய கருத்தின் தமிழாக்கம். சர்க்கம் 4. பூவுலகில் உளதாம் பொருள் கனவு காணும் வைகறை மெல்லொளி. லட்சியத்தின் ஆட்சிக்குட்பட்ட பகுதியிலிருந்து தாழ்ந்த நிலைகளுக்கு கீழ்நோக்கி செல்லும் ஒரு சரிவு நிலப்பகுதி வெளிப்படுகிறது. எண்ணமும் புலனுணர்வும் பாரமேற்றப்பட்டவையாக, துயரார்ந்தவையாக ஆகின்றன. சாவித்ரி கீழே தொலைவில் வேதனைப்படும் மக்கள் திரளுடன் கூடிய மலைகளையும் ஆறுகளையும் மாநகரங்களையும் துறைமுகங்களையும் காண்கிறாள். ஒரு நிச்சயமற்ற சூழ்நிலையில் அனைவரும் மரணம் தங்களுடைய கடும் முயற்சியை முடிவிற்கு கொண்டு வர காத்திருக்கின்றனர். அவளுடைய கண் முன்னால் எல்லாம் ஒழுங்குமுறை அமைப்புகளும் தத்துவங்களும் பொது விதிகளும் கோட்பாடுகளும் ஒரு சமயம் விடாப்பிடியாக தங்களை வற்புறுத்தி, மற்றொரு சமயம் அழிந்து போய் மீண்டும் தோன்றி ஊர்வலமாக செல்கின்றன. அனைத்தும் ஒரு அர்த்தமற்ற கனவாக தோன்றுகிறது. தவசிகள் அழைப்பு விடுகின்றனர், துறவிகள் தியானம் செய்கின்றனர். ஆனால் அவற்றால் பயனேதும் இல்லை. காலவட்டங்கள் சுழன்று சுழன்று திரும்பவும் வருகின்றன. இந்த பயனற்ற உழைப்பின் அணிவரிசை காட்சிக்கு அப்பால் இருந்து யமதர்மராஜன் மீண்டும் முழக்கமிடுகிறார். சிருஷ்டியின் இந்த கனவை, மனிதனுடைய நம்பிக்கையின் தீராப்பினியை காண். எதனாலும் மாற முடியாது. அனைத்தும் இயற்கையின் நியதியால் ஆளப்படுகிறது. அவனுக்காக மனம் தீர்மானிக்கும் எல்லை கோடுகளுக்கு அப்பால் மனிதனால் உயர பறக்க முடியாது. அவன் வெறும் சூன்யத்தில் பிரகாசமான கடவுளர்களை குடியமர்த்தி வீணாக வழிபடுகிறான். அந்த கடவுளர் அவனால் கற்பனை செய்யப்பட்டவர்களே. மனிதனுக்குரிய காலத்தினால் எட்ட முடியாத தூரத்தில் கடவுள் இருக்கிறார். வாழ்க்கையில் முடிவான குறிக்கோள் எதுவும் கிடையாது. வாழ்க்கை திரும்ப திரும்ப வரவல்ல கால பிரிவுகளில் சுழல்கிறது. இந்த உலகம் ஒரு கட்டுக்கதை. மனதினால் தனக்குத்தானே கூறிக்கொள்ளப்படும் ஒரு புராணக் கதை. ஜடப்பொருள் சார்ந்த உலகத்தை இறைவனின் இருப்பிடமாக ஆக்க முடியும் என்று நம்பாதே. அங்கே உண்மை வர முடியாது. உண்மையை பற்றிய எண்ணம்தான் வர முடியும். அங்கே கடவுள் இல்லை, அவருடைய திருநாமம் மட்டுமே உள்ளது. கடவுள் மேலுலகில் கவலையற்று இருக்கிறார். அவருடைய தனித்த மகிழ்ச்சிக்கு உன்னுடைய அன்பு தேவைப்படவில்லை. இந்த துன்பம் நிறைந்த வீண் முயற்சியின் நிகழ்விடத்தை விட்டு விலகி சாஸ்வதமான இறைவனிடத்தில் உன்னுடைய நிலையான ஆன்மாவின் உன்னதமான உறைவிடத்தை தேர்ந்தெடு. உனக்கே நீ மடிந்துவிடு. மரணதேவனாகிய நானே அமரத்துவத்திற்கு வழி திறக்கும் வாயில். சாவித்திரியின் பதில். என்னுடைய ஜீவனுள்ள ஆன்மாவை கொல்ல நீர் உமது சொல்லை ஒரு ஏவுகணையாக்க பயன்படுத்துகிறீர். உம்முடைய வரங்கள் எனக்கு வேண்டாம். அவற்றை இறைவனுடைய விளையாட்டில் பங்கு கொள்ளாமல் தப்பி ஓட விரும்பும் பயம் கொள்ளிகளுக்கு அழியுங்கள். என்னால் முடிவற்ற அமைதியில் ஓய்வை நாட முடியாது. எனக்குள்ளே வல்லமை மிக்க அன்னையின் கட்டுமீறிய சக்தி உள்ளது. இந்த உலகம் கருத்தினாலும் பேச்சினாலும் அறிய ஒண்ணாத மெய்மையின் குறைபாடுடைய பதிப்புருவாக இருக்கலாம். ஆனால் அது மெய்மையினிடமிருந்தும் இறைவனிடமிருந்தும் துண்டிக்கப்படவில்லை. மரணதேவனே, உமது தடுப்புச் சுவர் ஒரு பயனுமின்றி உள்ளது. ஏற்கனவே சுவர்க்கத்தின் ஒளி எங்களுடைய வாழ்வின் விளிம்பில் தோன்றியுள்ளது. அறியப்படாததின் சக்திகள் இயற்கையின் உறக்கத்திலிருந்து வெளிப்பட்டு தோன்றிக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றன. இறைவன் நெருங்கி வந்துவிட்டார். மெய்மை அருகாமையில் உள்ளது. இந்த உலகம் இறைவனின் சரீரமே என்பதை நான் கண்டு கொண்டுள்ளேன். தனித்த ஒரு சுதந்திரம் எனக்கு மனநிறைவை அளிக்காது. இறைவனை ஆர்வத்துடன் நாடும் உலகத்தின் பிரதிநிதி நான். என் ஆன்மா பெற்றுள்ள சுதந்திரத்தை எல்லோரும் பெற வேண்டும் என்று கேட்கிறேன். மரண தேவனுடைய அச்சுறுத்தும் உருவத்தில் ஒரு மாற்றம் ஏற்படுகிறது. அதில் ஒரு ஐயப்பாடு தொனித்த போதிலும் அவர் குரலில் ஒரு மாற்றம் நிகழ்கிறது. அவர் கூறுகிறார், உனது உள்ளம் மட்டுமிறைய வன்முறையை நாடுகிறது. உனது உள்ளம் மட்டுமீறிய வன்முறையை நாடுகிறது. மட்டுமீறி உணர்ச்சி வசப்படுகிறது. புராதனமான நியதிகளில் தலையிடாதே. அமைதியாக இரு. விவேகமுடையவளாக இரு. சாவித்ரி. மாறாத விதிகள் எல்லாமாகிவிடா. ஊக்கமற்ற இயங்கா நிலை ஜடப்பொருட்களுக்கு வேண்டுமானால் உகந்ததாக இருக்கலாம். ஆனால் மனிதன் உயரிய நோக்கமுள்ள பாதையில் செல்வதற்காகவே படைக்கப்பட்டுள்ளான். நான் உமது விதியின் மீதேறி மிதிக்கிறேன். காலத்தினிடமிருந்து என்னுடைய விருப்பாற்றலின் அழிவற்ற தன்மையை உரிமையாக கேட்கிறேன். Prayer to Mother India. O our Mother, O Soul of India, Mother who has never forsaken thy children, even in the days of darkest depression, even when they turned away from thy voice, served other masters and denied thee. Now, when they have arisen and the light is on thy face, in this dawn of thy liberation, in this great hour we salute thee. Guide us so that the horizon of freedom opening before us may be also a horizon of true greatness and of thy true life in the community of the nations. Guide us so that we may be always on the side of great ideals and show to men thy true visage as a leader in the ways of the Spirit and a friend and helper of all the peoples. Prayer to Sri Aurobindo. To thee who has been the material envelope of our Master, to thee our infinite gratitude. Before thee who has done so much for us, who has worked, struggled, suffered, hoped, endured so much, before thee who has willed all, attempted all, prepared, achieved all for us. Before thee we bow down and implore that we may never forget, even for a moment, all we owe to thee. Prayer for peace, peace, peace upon all the earth. May all escape from the ordinary consciousness and be delivered from the attachment for material things. May they awake to the knowledge of Thy divine presence, unite themselves with Thy supreme consciousness, and taste the plenitude of peace that springs from it. Lord, Thou art the sovereign master of our being. Thy law is our law, and with all our strength we aspire to identify our consciousness with Thy eternal consciousness, that we may accomplish Thy sublime work in each thing and at every moment. Lord, deliver us from all care for contingencies. Deliver us from the ordinary outlook on things. Grant that we may henceforth see only with Thy eyes and act only by Thy will. Transform us into living torches of Thy divine love, with reverence, with devotion, in a joyful consecration of my whole being. I give myself, O Lord, to the fulfillment of Thy law. Peace, peace upon all the earth. ஸ்ரீ அரவிந்த அன்னைக்கு பிரார்த்தனை. ஆரோவிலிருந்து நாங்கள் எழுப்பும் இந்த 1 மணி நேர பிரார்த்தனையானது இந்த உலகத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய அறியாமையும் இருளும் அன்னையே உங்களின் ஒளியால், அன்பினால், அரவணைப்பால், பரந்த நோக்கத்தினால், சத்தியத்தினால் நிரப்ப வேண்டுமென்று பிரார்த்திக்கின்றோம். நாங்கள் அனைவரும் உங்களுடைய ஜுவாலையாக இருந்து உங்களின் அன்புக்குரியவர்களாக இருக்க பிரார்த்திக்கின்றோம். எங்களுடைய பிரார்த்தனையை உங்களின் பாதார விந்தங்களில் சரணாகதம் செய்கின்றோம். அன்னையே, கேட்டருளுமாறு பிரார்த்திக்கின்றோம். Thanks for being with me. Thank you, and we will meet again by 9 o'clock in our 9 series. Thanks for joining.